presents to Beverly Hills, California, where we bring you another exciting evening of sports entertainment. Tonight we have the Beverly Hills Normans against the Culver City Centaurs. Tip-off at 7:30 inside the iconic Swim Gym. Brought to you by KBEV, both seen on cable channel 6 Spectrum and simulcast on KBEV6.com. KBEV 6, what's right about Beverly.
Hello, my name is Jacob Suomi,
And I'm Jackson Harris.
and we are here at Beverly Hills High School Swim Gym for our first televised game of the Beverly Hills basketball boys team. Now, Jackson, this is the first game we're filming. How do you think the season's gone so far?
You know what? I think we've been doing pretty well this season. Hopefully we can pull out a win tonight. What do you think, obviously we lost to Samo recently. How do you feel about that, and do you think we're going to be able to bounce back tonight?
I definitely think they'll be able to bounce back. Although this Culver team is 4-0 in league play, I feel like this Beverly Hills team has a really strong growth period, and they'll be out there fighting tonight. The captains Ben Ramirez and Nick Andrews are really the leaders of this team. How do you think they will help bounce back after the loss at Samo?
You know what? I think they're going to show good leadership and, like I said, good leadership. And, I think they're really going to lead this team and bring the spirits up a lot.
Now we will take you to the tip-off at front court.
Looks like they have a fast break. It's going to
That
be
ball
out on
is
Culver.
staying here with the Normans. And we are having technical difficulties with the clock operator as the ref has called a timeout to look at the clock. So Jackson, that first offensive stand by the Normans looked really strong. What do you think that will go for the rest of the game?
It looked very strong. They didn't let them get any open shots. I think as long as the Normans can keep up the pace and not get too tired, I think it's going to be very hard for Culver to score.
And we are back after the clock difficulties. Ben Ramirez gets the ball off. Andrews drives inside.
And
Count
it's
it.
going to be.
Willie drives and kicks outside.
Number
Another
32
great
is gonna
possession
take the
by the Centers. Offensive rebound. And they look to reset.
Number 10 drives, and it's going to
So all tied up at 2 after the offensive rebound makes that second possession.
currently
bucket.
6 minutes and 45 seconds left in the first quarter.
Runner
The
by Nick
floater.
Andrews falls. Perfect. Timeout Centers with 6:39 remaining.
Jacob, we've seen some very good offensive possessions from both sides. How do you think it looks so far?
Well, I think the Centers need to tighten up on defense first because the Normans have gotten inside very easily, and I think if they want to win this game, they gotta, defense wins basketball games, so they gotta tighten up. And on the Norman side, they're playing very well basketball, and the centers have gotten tough looks.
Right.
So I think that offensive rebound was a tough one to grab, but Normans look stronger.
Now, it looks like the Normans are playing some very tight defense. And he's gonna. We got a steal.
Great steal by Liberty as he resets the offense. Passed it off to Ramirez, who gets doubled.
Number 5.
Liberty kicks it out.
15 in the corner.
Andrews off the mark with the three-pointer. Centers look to push.
Oh, he's gonna drive inside.
And a block on Nick Andrews, and that will send the centers to the line to shoot 2.
Jacob, it looks like Culver's getting in the paint very easy here. They're getting a lot of open looks, and they're able to get some very easy close shots. How do you think this is going to translate later in the game?
I think Coach Jarvis Turner will get his Normans into shape, as this is his 9th season as Beverly Hills High School coach. So I think his guys really trust him to make the right decisions.
There's currently 6 minutes left in the first quarter. The shot's going to be off, and number 13 is going to get the rebound.
Ramirez pulls it down and gets trapped at the midline. And Liberty controls the offense. Lander at the top of the three-point line. Gives it off to Liberty. Liberty looks to drive inside. Pops out to Ramirez. Ramirez, step back 3. And that will go out of bounds.
Normans are taking some very good looks right now. It's going to be a shot from number 10. Falls just a little bit short, and it's going to be out of bounds in the Normans. Culver ball.
So the Centers are 4-0 in league play, and they're 9-11 overall. Jackson, how do you think the Normans are going to try to do their best to try and get the Centers their first loss in league play tonight?
I think the Normans are playing very good defense. As long as they lock up the inside a little bit more, I think they're going to be able to pull out a win.
Right, and outside of the key, they're doing a very good job, as every shot is contested, as the Normans now have an inbound play with 5:13 left in the first quarter. Great cut by Lander, and that assist goes to Nick Andrews.
Looks like some miscommunication from Culver, and as they throw the ball out of bounds.
And that is a turnover by Ty Cross. So as we will see as the game progresses, Culver is in this full court press. It's very loose. It's not as tight as it could be. How do you think this is going for them so far?
I think the game is still just beginning. People are still warming up. They're looking to heat up. Number 4 air ball, just a little bit too much power on that shot.
And Andrews is very physical getting into the paint. As he goes back in, misses the reverse layup. But miscommunication by Culver, and it will be Norman's basketball. Ramirez inside. Yes!
Oh,
no, a charge.
Oh, it looks like it's going to be a charge on Ramirez. As we see both of these teams, they're both older teams with juniors and seniors. Culver has one freshman, and and the Normans have one sophomore. How do you think that this is? Do you think that this is a good thing, or do you think it's a bad thing?
I think it's a great thing because there's a lot of leadership on this team. And here at Beverly, there's a lot of different teams as freshman, sophomore, JV, and more. I think there's so many players that have the potential to be great in this program. So I think it's not a bad thing that they don't have any younger players on the team because I think they have so much potential on different teams.
Right.
Liberty pushes up the court. He kicks outside. Lander off the mark. Oh, Liberty gets the rebound and puts it in.
Right back up. Those second chance points are going to be very crucial for the rest of the game.
And this defense is coming over from last year's defense as they're very stingy. And that's only Culver's second field goal. So I think if they keep this up, this will be a great game.
It looks like it's going to be a steal. Number 4 is taking it all the way. Kicks it out to number 10. He's going to drive. It looked like the foul is not going to be called.
And that is a reach on the Normans. As Jordan Williams checks in. So we are at the Beverly Hills High School Swim Gym. Normans lead 8-4 against the Culver City Centaurs. 3 minutes, 20 seconds left in the first quarter.
That's going to be a steal by Ramirez. Looks like it's going to be a double dribble there. Culver ball.
And for Ben Ramirez, here comes Billy Puntino. So the Normans also showing this loose full court press. And that is a push on Aaron Liberty as he was trying to get over the screen.
And it looks like Darwin Balthazar is going to be checking in. Number 14 at the wing.
Another turnover by the Centaurs, and that leads to a Norman push, although Liberty settles it with a pass from Lander. Great move inside by Andrews, and the Normans put the basket in. They lead 10-4.
Jacob, Nick Andrews seems to be very solid to start this game. You think that he'll get tired eventually?
No, I think, like I said before, Coach Jarvis has a very good management experience, and he knows when his guys are tired, and he knows when he needs to put different guys in. So I think the Normans will be fine throughout this game.
Number 2 with the shot, just off.
Andrews looks to push, although he backs it out, trying to resettle the offense. Roy Friedman will check in for the Normans.
It seems like Culver is now starting to lock up the paint a little bit more as the Normans got that turnover. Number 10 drives, and it's up and in.
So that basket brings it to 10-6 in a 2-possession game. Liberty drives on the sideline. Pass it to Friedman in the corner and travels.
You know, Culver's really stepping up their defense here. They're trapping the Normans very well. It'll be interesting to see how the Normans are going to get around this now.
Well, once you get that ball into the corner while the other team is pressing as much as they are, I think that's very dangerous because of the high turnover rate in that position. Balthazar inside, kicks it out. Cross inside and almost a turnover there. Oh, there's that trap inside and another turnover.
To throw it off the defender. Lander's going to throw it up.
Lander, oh, nice move by Lander. Gets inside and misses the layup. Although there is Williams to pick him up.
46 seconds left in the quarter.
Wild shot
is
thrown
going to
up.
struggle to get up that shot. And it looks like it's going to be a jump ball forced by Friedman.
So with 36 seconds left and 35 seconds on the shot clock, essentially the Normans can take the last shot.
All right. Only a 1.8 second difference between the shot and game clock.
Let's see if they hold out for this last shot. Although I feel as though if they get a good look, they will try to score. 15 seconds left on the shot clock. Williams cut inside, nice. Blander, corner, gives it out to Andrews. And nice shot by Andrews as there's 4 seconds left in the quarter. They will get a shot off. That three, no good.
You know, number 10 has taken a lot of shots. You know, he's not looking too solid tonight.
Well, as we're seeing, the Normans are great defensively as they lead 14-6. And we're seeing full court press by both sides. How do you think that's affecting each team? travel.
Looks like Lawson's going to take the ball up.
Newman Jr. is trying to call play. Gives it up to Lawson. As great ball movement by Culver City, as they have many looks, and that one will not fall as Ramirez pulls it down. Looks to push.
Number 14 is going to just tap that out of the air, and he's going to drive for the fast break. It was a 2-on-1 there, and he unfortunately got the end one.
Wow, Newman Jr. really took that coast to coast as Ramirez looked to push to Andrews. And if Newman Jr. let that ball get away from him, that would have been a bucket for Andrews. Although he takes it and he goes from coast to coast and gets an and one.
Right, there's a 7-point differential here. If number 14 makes a shot, it'll definitely bring it within 6 points, and that's definitely going to be a little bit too close, I think. Newman Jr. is going to hit the free throw.
Liberty drives down the court, gives it off to Friedman.
You know, the Normans, they seem to be getting trapped in the corner a lot.
Big block by Newman Jr. As the centers have really blocked off that key since a tough first quarter. As
like
Liner
Will
checks
Liner
in.
is going to check in for Friedman.
Norman's running their front court play. As Liberty drives inside, almost travels. Passes it off to Andrew with 1 second left. Liner off the mark.
It seems that might have been a shot clock violation.
Although Coach Roy Walker looks very upset, even though his team has the ball.
Right. You know, obviously, Culver had the fast break there, ready to put up the shot, and it looked like the refs just blew the whistle.
He has Ty Cross in the corner.
It's just gonna
Williams almost gets to it.
It's going to be off the backboard there. He tried to get contact on that play, just didn't get the foul. Nick Andrews, however, did make it.
Great play by Andrews, though.
Looks like it is going to be a shooting foul on Williams. The score is 20-12, Normans. 4 minutes and 28 seconds left in the second quarter, and we have Newman Jr. shooting 2.
Drills the first one. And Roy Walker is hot right now. He is very upset with about everything that happens.
Second one is good.
That pulls this game into a 2-possession game.
Andrews is going to drive baseline. Oh, and another big block by number 14, Newman Jr.
And the Normans look to push inside in about basically every possession. And half the time they're getting there. And half the time they're getting blocked.
Right. Quick timeout from the Normans.
So each last game for this team, for Beverly Hills, last Friday they lost at Samo, a tough one as they were down by 12 during the final. In Culver City, they won versus Hawthorne 88-22.
Right. As we look at Culver City's last game, it looks like they won by 66 points, sorry. And, obviously it looks like there has been big score differentials in their games. It'll be interesting to see if they're going to be able to come back from this, but I feel like the Normans are definitely going to be able to keep the lead going.
So 4:20 left in the second quarter, with the Normans leading 20-14.
26 seconds on the shot clock.
Oh boy, someone get a camera on Roy Walker because he's going to throw a fit.
It doesn't look like he's too happy with the refs right now. Will Liner tried to get up and grab that ball. It was just a little bit too high, and he got the contact there. Liberty up top.
So the Centaurs really dancing on defense all over the place. And the Normans are trying to bounce back with 20 seconds on the shot clock. Andrews goes up to shoot it, and
Normans fumbling the ball a little bit. Number 14 is going to go all the way. Number 14 with the assist to cross number 32. Liberty's going to go all the way. The shot was not good, but he's going to shoot two.
So Liberty essentially took on 4 different Centaurs and still got to the hoop and got pushed, so he'll be shooting two.
As they line up for the free throws, you can see here that there really isn't a lot of height differential between the two teams.
So Liberty drills the first one. And puts in the second one. So a 6-point differential.
Our team's gonna get the nice crossover and drive, and it looks like it's just gonna be out of bounds.
Ramirez will check back in for
It looks
Liner.
like there might be a slippery spot on the court there. Number 24 is going to take the ball out for the Normans. Looks like Culver's playing full court right now.
Andrews has numbers.
Looks like the players are a little upset about that call on Culver.
They are very upset, although I don't think they realized looking at it that they definitely caught a body and that was a foul, so Lander deserves to go to the line to shoot two.
There was definitely a lot of contact on that play right there. Lander, he was wide open for the shot, and it looked like they just checked him midair. The first shot's going to be good.
And that much contact, as a ref is looking at that, definitely is hard not to call a foul there.
Score is currently 23-16, second quarter, 3 minutes and 22 seconds left. Lander shoots the second shot, and it's going to be good.
Great defense by Liner, and saves it. He has Andrews in the corner, and Andrews will reset.
Andrews has the ball up top. He's going to drive. He's going to shoot. and it's going to be good.
Very contested shot by.
Ooh, good defense by the Normans here. It looks like the Normans are playing full court defense now as well.
I think the
and they're
energy
really locking it up.
totally just got boosted for the Normans. I don't know what happened in that last break, but this press is a lot more electric. And Will Liner coming off the bench is playing very tough defense. Balthazar for three, off the mark. Andrews pulls down the rebound. Liberty settles the offense as the Normans are up by 10, their largest lead of the game, with 2.5 minutes remaining in the second quarter.
Liner in the corner. Liner's got a lot of space right now.
8 seconds to shoot for Liberty. Gets the screen from Lander and travels.
And it looks like Lawson is going to check in for number 30.
2 minutes remaining in the second quarter. Normans lead by 10.
Lawson
Great
with
step
the
back. Normans pull it down, and Andrews drives by the sideline but pulls it back, handing it off to Liberty. Liberty splits the defenders and travels, and that's back-to-back travels by the Normans.
You know, definitely not what Coach Turner wants to see, but looking at it, it doesn't seem like the Normans are doing too bad right now. 1:34 left in the second quarter.
As Friedman checks in for the Normans.
You know, what do you think Culver's coach Roy Walker is going to be saying as we head into halftime?
And in tonight's attendance is Marcus Stevens, star player for the Beverly Hills basketball team last year, as he looks to his fellow Normans to see how they will do.
He's not going to get the shot up.
A lot
Steal
of
by
contact
Balthazar.
there. Maybe a travel, maybe a foul, but on the other end, Balthazar gets fouled, and
Big shooting foul by Nick Andrews.
I believe it was a shooting foul, and that will put the Centers in the bonus.
It looks like number 11, James Pack, is going to be checking in soon. We also got Liberty on the sidelines checking in for the Normans, as well as number 13, Ben Ramirez.
Ty Cross checks into the game.
Nick Andrews, along with Friedman, are going to the bench.
So
along
Norman's
with
up by
Liner
9.
as Andrews comes back in.
Balthazar attempts the second free throw of the night, made the first one, and the second one falls. And that makes it an 8-point deficit. Liberty tries to break the press. Attracts 4 defenders. There's Lander in the
inside.
corner to Andrews.
Andrews for three.
3.
Just off the back iron. Lander, second chance, and it's going to be a shooting foul. However, the shot was not good, so he will be shooting 2.
That layup was halfway down to the basket. I don't know how that did not fall. So less than a minute remaining. Norman's up by 8. Lander at the line shooting 2.
You know, Norman's, their defense wasn't great to begin with, but how do you think it is right now, Jacob?
I think their defense is working hard, and they're definitely confusing the centers as they only have 18 points. Whenever the centers look to push inside the paint, Lander and Williams are right there to shut it down.
Lander's first shot is good, and he's going to be taking his second. Falls off the back iron.
So no free throws missed tonight, as about 12 have been shot total between the two teams.
Oh, it's going to be some contact from Friedman. He's going to be able to get the steal.
Newman Jr. loses the handle, and Liberty looks to push as Williams was down there and the pass was a tad late.
Liberty tries to get the pass to Williams, however, it's just off number 10. Williams and Liner seem to be checking out. Lander at the wing.
20 seconds left
Spin
on
move,
the shot
touch the
clock.
basket, and it's just short as he gets the contact.
So blocking foul on Balthazar sends Lander to the line again to shoot 2 more. Pack looks to check in again for the centers.
Free throw is going to be good.
As Ramirez and Andrews both check out of the game. With 30 seconds remaining, the centers should hold the ball for the last shot. This is KBEV 6 live stream of the boys Beverly Hills High School basketball team. This is one of 3 filmed games this season. The next one will be El Segundo and then followed by Samo. Next week will be El Segundo, and then on the 4th will be Samo. So please tune in.
Also, make sure to tune in to Spectrum Channel 6 with the Norman News live every Wednesday.
Less than 20 seconds left. Norman's up by 12. Would love a defensive stop going into the halftime.
10 seconds left. Number 14 is going to drive to get to the corner. Number 11 almost loses it. Number 14. And it's just going to be a little bit short as he gets that pump fake off.
Great defensive stand by the Normans heading into halftime.
Normans
They'll make
winning
it 30 to
by
18.
12. It is now halftime. Band seems to be playing.
So you are listening to the Beverly Hills High School band, and out on the court now are the cheerleaders.
7 minutes and 30 seconds left in halftime. It's a great opportunity for the coaches to get words in with the players and make sure everything's okay. It looks like Roy Walker is going to have some words for his team and overall how they can improve coming into the third quarter. It's definitely going to be interesting to see if they can come back. And it looks like we're just going to be starting back as a buzzes.
Well, we are back with the second half of the Beverly Hills High School Normans versus the Culver City Centaurs. Jackson, what are your first half thoughts?
You know, definitely the first half was definitely very good from the Normans. You know, they did kind of get sloppy, and I hate to say it, right around the end of the first quarter. But, you know, we saw Culver pull back, and, you know, their defense started to kind of diminish there. So it looks like Normans are doing very well on both sides of the court.
Right, the Normans are in control as they lead 30-18, trying to take Culver's first loss in season play.
So we can see our Norman cheerleaders lining the side of the court. I think it definitely fires the players up because there is a lot of spirit, and you know, it makes them want to get the win even more. We have number 24.
And the second half is underway.
Nick Andrews up top. He's going to pass it to number 5. Looks around.
Liberty controlling the offense. Passes it off to Ramirez. Kicks it to Lander, to Andrews. 15 seconds to shoot. Andrews inside, spin move. Does not get the roll.
You know, Andrews has been putting up, you know, a lot of good shots, but I think the Normans should be trying to get some better looks there, as they're getting a lot of contact in the paint.
So that foul on number 1 Blake Lander, as both him and Andrews were trying to go for the trap. He just reached around the Centaur player too much, and that drew the foul.
We're only 30 seconds in at this point, and it looks like Culver's defense is pretty good right now. It's going to be a foul on number 4, Lawson.
I do not agree with that call by the ref because Ramirez was moving his feet and he really didn't do anything to force Lawson down.
I really didn't see anything there either. And it looks like number 4 is going to pick the ball up.
Lawson's
going to drive
inside.
the kick to number 2, and it's going to be just over.
And Culver is having a hard time scoring from outside the paint as well, as they have not made a 3 today. Liberty defending Newman Jr.
Moore has some space on him in the corner, but it looks like he's going to get the foul there from Andrews.
And as you can see, Coach Turner is very upset. He is practically halfway outside onto the court.
I really didn't see the shooting foul there, but you know, it doesn't look like either coach are agreeing with the ref's calls at this point.
Newman Jr. shooting 2.
First one is buckets.
So the rest of the Ocean League looks like is Culver City at the top, 4-0, although they are on the ropes tonight, followed by Santa Monica and Beverly Hills, tied for second place at 3-1, and Lawndale at 1-3, tied with El Segundo, who's also 1-3, and then Hawthorne remains at the bottom, 0-4.
Right, and you know, Culver's coming into this game off of a 4-game win streak. They have yet to lose. So it looks like, you know, with Beverly coming off of a 1-win streak, it looks like Culver is definitely going to have more momentum. However, Beverly has a lot more to play for here. Ramirez.
And the lead was cut to 10 after the 2 free throws by Newman Jr.
First shot is good as Friedman checks in. Andrews has checked out.
As Andrews is in foul trouble as he racked up fouls on both the offensive and defensive sides of the court.
And the second free throw from Ramirez is just off the mark. It is going to be an offensive rebound though by Liberty. Liberty's going to drive. Lander's going to shoot. It's just off, but he's going to get the rebound and put it back up for the shooting foul.
Great offensive physical rebounds by the Normans, both by Lander and Friedman. That really shows heart and who really wants the game more.
You know, Lander's at the line for 2. It's an 11-point game here with 6 minutes and 30 seconds left in the third quarter. It will be interesting to see the strategies that Culver takes to try and lessen the deficit here. Second shot from Lander is good.
So that stretches the lead to 13, and that is the largest deficit of the day for the Centaurs.
Normans are playing some tough defense here. There was a scramble for the ball, and it looks like
as Lawson, as actually everyone was scrambling on the floor to get possession of the ball, and Lawson just ran into Friedman's legs, and that's what drew the foul.
it's going to be Norman's ball here. And it doesn't look like Coach Walker is too happy with Culver's performance so far.
The question is, what has Coach Walker been happy about today overall?
You know, overall, I think we've seen good defense from both teams, but Beverly has definitely been a lot stronger on offense.
Great no-look pass by Newman Jr. But that leads to Liberty
Normans are
pushing
definitely
it.
trying to get the ball off fast. It's going to be another scramble for the ball. Both teams are really going for the ball at this point, and it looks like there's a lot of scrambling going on.
And so that foul will lead to Balthazar coming in for Newman Jr. So foul trouble is racking up on both sides as Newman Jr. and Nick Andrews both have more than 3.
Right. It's looking like both teams are getting a lot of fouls here. Only a couple free throws have missed between both sides. Number 13, Ramirez at the top of the key, hands off to Friedman. Friedman up top, picks up the dribble.
So Jackson, we've been talking about this physical defense for the Normans. In last game, Culver City scored 88 points over 4 quarters, and tonight they have just 22 over 2.5 quarters. What does this say about the Beverly defense?
It shows that the Beverly defense is definitely a little bit stronger than the past teams that Culver has played. But it'll be interesting to see how Culver bounces back from this. It is a big deficit. However, a lot of fouls are being called. Number 10 just got the shooting foul, and he's going to be at the line for 2.
So Willie at the line shooting 2 as he threw up a wild shot inside the paint.
So Jacob, looking at the first half compared to now with 5 minutes left in the third quarter, do you think that Culver's offense has improved at all since then?
I think they have adjusted to drawing fouls inside the paint, and they've really made use of that pump fake as on multiple possessions they are drawing Beverly players into the air, and like Wiley did on the previous play, he split 2 defenders. So I think both teams are making adjustments, and that free throw by Wiley makes it a 10-point game, and with this free throw he can narrow it down to single digits.
Right, and it doesn't seem like Coach Walker was too happy about his team's performance, so I'm sure he had a long conversation with them during halftime. Like Culver's playing some tight defense here. Number 5 up top, Liberty to Friedman. Friedman to Ramirez. Back to Friedman. Back to Ramirez at the wing.
10 seconds to shoot.
8 seconds, 7, 6, 5. Looks like there's
Deep
going to be an
three.
issue with the shot clock. He's going to take the deep 3. And it looks like Lander's going to get the board and go up for those second chance points. Those second chance points, we've seen a lot of them, and they've become very crucial in the lead here. Culver has been unable to get a rebound despite little to no height difference.
So Jackson, that's something we have not seen a lot, is 3-pointers. What does that say about how much the paint is deciding how this game is going to go?
Right, so both teams have been playing very aggressive. We have seen a couple mid-ranges from Nick Andrews, but however, Culver, on the other hand, they have had a lot of threes and mid-ranges, but a lot of them have been off the mark. So it'll be very interesting to see how they keep playing this game, as Beverly seems to be locking them up in the paint pretty well. So Jacob, we see our Norman cheerleaders on the sideline. How do you think that can help the Normans win their games?
Well, these cheerleaders are definitely at their loudest during a Culver City free throw. And I think that definitely throws them off, and just their energy rubs up on the players, and that really it hypes them up and it gets them pumped. And I also think the bench players for the Normans also give them that type of energy to help them play stronger, play harder, play more physically.
Right, as we see, the Normans players coming off the bench, they come in hot and they're ready to work. They're hustling. The Normans are playing very fast ball. You don't really see them tired at all, but that may show in the fourth quarter. You know, there's still 4 minutes left in the third quarter, which is a lot of time considering that each quarter is 8 minutes long. It's going to be an 11-point difference here. Friedman unable to get there.
So that was pretty much a waste of a possession right off the bat for the Centers as they got their offensive rebound.
They are able to get it back though. It's just a little bit short. Looks like Liberty's going to take it all the way. Hop step and it falls. Score is now 37-24 Normans.
So as we can see, Lawson is off the bench and trying to run on his right ankle as it looks like it was hurt, and that would be a big loss for the Centers as he has racked up lots of minutes for their team.
And it looks like Culver's going to call a timeout here.
And the lead stands at 11 for the Normans as the score is 37-26 with 3 minutes and 33 seconds left.
We do have a pretty good turnout tonight. As you can see, a lot of the fans in the stands. You know, the Normans have a lot of support here at home, and hopefully it'll show throughout the rest of this game. You know, Normans have another game coming up against Samo here at home, although they lost on the road. How do you think that's going to affect them when they play Samo again here in the swim gym?
Well, in this swim gym, it's such a tough environment to be a visitor here because of the building and the architecture and how loud it will get in here. And I think that's really tough, and I think that amps the Normans player-ups more. And I think that will be a Norman victory just because of how tough they're playing here and how this building affects the visiting team.
Right. It looks like the overhead pass from Liberty was just a little bit too high as it goes into the stands there. We've got number 10 taking the ball out.
Friedman will inbound to Ramirez as they look to run a play.
Into Lander. Back out to Liberty.
That was
Back
a great
to Lander.
recovery
Lander's gonna
by the
drive in,
Centers.
spin move, and the layup is going to be good. You know, Lander's been showing a lot of strength in the paint tonight as he's able to get his team some good points here.
Turnover by
try to make the
Cross.
pass, but it's going to go off the leg of number 22. 13 cuts. However, that pass didn't look like it was going anywhere. Back out to Friedman. Frieden for the mid-range. It's going to be just off the back. And it looks like the putback from Williams is going to be just off. However, he does hustle back. You know, Jacob, how do you feel about the stumbling we see from both teams, losing the ball a lot and, wrestling around for it?
Well, first of all, I think for Culver City that they can absolutely not be doing that because they are down 13 and there's about 10 and a half minutes left in this game. So I think they need to take care of every possession and they need to start taking quality shots. While the Normans, it's not in every possession occurrence that they are losing the ball. So I think it's not that big of a deal right now. But if the Normans can capitalize on all these turnovers, I think they will shut the door on the Centers.
Right, and most of Culver's points, it seems like, have come from fast breaks. It's interesting to see how the Normans will continue to hustle back and stop those.
Physical rebounds on both sides for the Normans, offensively and defensively.
Liberty trapped up top. Lander's going to get it just before stepping out. It looks like Friedman's going to have a deep blue there. He's not going to take it.
10 seconds remaining on the
Back
shot
to
clock.
Friedman.
Friedman with the ball. Has to give it up. 3 seconds.
Lander in the
Put it
corner.
up. Offensive
just
rebound. And that
So
has
Lander's-
absolutely killed them.
And it looks like it's going to be off on the Normans. And there's going to be a substitution here. Nick Andrews and Will Liner are in. Only 1 minute and 51 seconds left as the Normans are up by 13.
And Balthazar gets ready to check in. And Andrews returns to the game with a wild shot. And Newman Jr., Wiley pulls it down, although a bad pass. And this is where the Normans are dangerous. Great catch by Andrews. And the centers have gone to a 2-3 zone. Let's see if that benefits them the way Coach Walker thinks it will.
Andrews, with the rebound. It looks like he's not a fan of the ref's call, but it is going to be Culver's ball.
Andrews checks out again for the Normans. Will Liner is really providing a spark off the bench for the Normans. He is shutting the centers down defensively, and it's really proving to cost turnovers for the centers. Pack checks in for the centers.
And we have Harris shooting 2. Or Newman Jr., sorry. It looks like Coach Roy Walker is trying to stress ball movement. So it'll be interesting to see how that translates. Second shot.
So the lead is now cut down to 11 again, as the centers are desperately trying to bring it down even to single digits, but the Normans always prevail once they're faced with this adversity. Ramirez pass thrown away. Lucio Balthazar inside.
Coast to coast. It's just going to be soft. And you know what? Culver just can't be missing those. Those got to be buckets if they want to be able to come back.
40 seconds left in the game clock, 20 in the shot clock, and great feed by Ramirez to Williams.
Williams with the bucket. 32 seconds left.
Should be the last shot. Although the Normans defensively, you never know.
They really gotta make this possession count if they want to be able to come back in the fourth quarter.
Eight seconds left as Newman Jr. puts down the layup. Ramirez looks to take it himself.
That layup is definitely going to translate into the fourth quarter. And eventually tries to put it back. But it's just off the mark.
So that will end this third quarter. Normans lead 41-30 with 8 minutes remaining.
And you know, the 11-point lead has been held pretty steady here throughout the last 3 quarters. It'll be interesting to see if Culver can cut that down and Norman can actually extend that lead.
And all night, we have seen the Normans defense shut down the hot Culver offense. What do you think will happen in this fourth quarter? Will the Normans defense stay steady and shut them down, or do we see some Culver outbursts?
You know, we've seen the Normans, they've been putting a lot of effort and heart into how they've been playing. However, that's not always the best, as they could slow down towards the fourth quarter. Hopefully they won't get too tired, and they'll still be able to stop Culver from, making a lot of baskets, and hopefully extend this lead.
So we can hear Culver City head coach Roy Walker from here telling his team, one shot, all they need is to get back in the game. And one shot will bring them back into single digits. And a big shot like that would fire up the team and get them pumped up. And I think if they can hit one shot here, the Normans will have to put up some offense.
Hopefully the Normans will be able to score more here and hopefully lock up Culver.
So the Normans trying to hold steady for 8 more minutes, up by 11.
I think the game is definitely going to slow down here with a lot less fast breaks, as it looks like the players are getting a little bit tired here. Pack for 3, and it's good from the corner.
So that is the one shot Coach Walker was talking about. He's trying to get his bench hyped up, and now it's an 8-point lead for the Normans.
Right, we haven't seen a lot of threes this game. I believe that was the first one, and the Normans left him a little bit too much space. He shoots again. Ooh, and it's going to be in and out.
And that shot was halfway down for Pack, as that would have been back-to-back threes to start out the fourth quarter. Ramirez tries to answer back, but it does not fall.
Pack's going to take it. Culver feeds number 2 inside for the easy bucket.
And this is exactly what Coach Walker wanted. He wanted this one shot to come out for the fourth quarter, and now his bench is hyped up, and this is trouble.
Right, the lead is cut down to 6 here, and Norman seeing that 3, I think it threw them off a little bit, which left the paint a little bit open. Normans are a little bit off now. Williams isn't going to be able to get the shot up, however, a foul is called.
So it looks like the basket will not count, as the foul was before the shot. Although, no, it will be a shooting foul, but the basket will not count.
These shots are crucial for the Normans, possibly bring it to an 8-point lead. As we see, the lead has been brought down by 5 points with a good transition from Culver. First shot is going to be off. As the players get more tired here in the fourth quarter, their free throws tend to be a little off. So hopefully he'll be able to make this last shot.
So it ends up being an empty possession for the Normans.
Pack is going to catch it on the other side.
And if you're Culver City right now, and you're behind 6 in the fourth quarter, you got to hit those shots, those wide open shots.
Right. Normans with a 3 from Friedman. Culver Culver in transition is going to make that layup. Normans can't be allowing that, especially when there's two of them.
So here, the offense has shown up for the fourth quarter as the lead on the shot clock just went out, but the Normans lead is 7.
Right now, Coach Walker does not look too happy. He definitely wants his team to get some shots up and hopefully bring back the lead. Saw tonight, Zion's debut. He had around 22 points, a very strong debut for him, and it looks like he's definitely going to be a threat for the rest of the season here in the NBA. Norman's ball.
So an important thing to notice here is that Culver City is in the bonus, so any foul, shooting or not, that will send the Centaurs to the line to shoot a 1-and-1.
And if I were the Normans right now, I would be very weary about the contact I want to put on these players. Obviously I wouldn't want to leave them open, but I also wouldn't want to get too close. There is a 7-point lead for the Normans.
And it looks like we are finally ready for play again. As Ramirez tries to run a play as he gives it off to Andrews. 10 seconds left on the shot clock. Ramirez for 3. Yes!
And it's good. With 7 seconds left on the shot clock. 47-37 is now a 10-point lead.
And that is a huge shot for Ramirez and the Normans as it brings it back to double digits.
Down the middle. And that's going to be an easy bucket for him as the Normans leave him open in the paint there. However, that shot from the Normans was very big as it brought the lead up to 8. Deep 3 from 13, and it's just off the mark, a little bit short.
5 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter.
Back in the corner, he's going to take another contested 3. It's just going to fall a little bit short.
So, Pack has only shot 3 since coming into the game in the fourth quarter here and in the end of the second half, or the first half, excuse me. Oh, and that 3 is good.
Another 3 from Normans. I think at this point, the Normans are doing very well at bringing up this lead. There still is a good amount of time left, 4 minutes and 30 seconds. We're back to that 11-point lead, and we've seen Culver bring it in before, so, I think their coach will have a good talk with them, and maybe they'll be able to bring it back, but hopefully that's not the case.
So the 3s have finally started to go down for the Normans, which the lead at one point was cut down to 6, and now it's back out to 11. And if the Normans can just shut down the paint for 4 more minutes, this game will essentially be over.
You can hear our Norman cheerleaders chanting, trying to get their spirits up.
So the main scoring opportunities for the Centers come in transition and fast break opportunities. So I think if the Normans can try to get them into their basic offense, that will help them greatly.
Just off. Culver's been pretty good in transition here. The Normans definitely want to stop their momentum. Friedman's going to drive, and it's just going to be blocked.
Bad pass there by Newman Jr.
Andrews, behind the back pass to Lander.
Coach Turner trying to tell his guys to spread the floor more. As that rebound will stay with the Normans. And Roy Walker
Out of bounds.
is very heated right now.
Out of bounds, Norman's ball.
But however, that was the correct call, as it should be Normans basketball. Timeout Normans.
It's definitely going to be interesting in these last 3 minutes and 47 seconds how Culver's going to play here. Culver has been playing very tight defense the whole game, so I don't think there's going to be a lot they can do to stop the Normans.
And there's definitely more of a sense of urgency for the Normans, for the Centers to try and get back within the deficit, which is 11. And they really haven't shown much progression in trying to get that back down, which is causing problems because the Normans have finally hit their stride with three-pointers.
Right, and Culver has been unable to score recently, so if I were them, I would definitely be using the bonus to our advantage. But Normans hopefully will maintain this lead.
And we would like to thank our cameramen tonight, Akira Carey, Ricky Lee, and Aiden Dayani.
Right. We'd also like to thank our executive producers, our executive producer Romeo Carey, for setting this all up. And it's going to be good for Freeman, and it looks like he's going to be run down.
And a hard fall there as Freeman knocked down the three and then got absolutely plowed by Newman Jr. But Jackson, what do you think? Was that the put-away shot?
I don't know. That was a lot of contact on that play. It'll be interesting to see what happens next. But it looks like the Normans are going to take a quick huddle here.
So Ramirez and Andrews trying to settle their team, tell them there's 3.5 minutes left. Just fight this one out. And because they're in the bonus, the Centers will shoot a 1-and-1. First one falls for Newman Jr.
Second shot is good as well.
So Culver City has not skipped a beat with free throws. How clutch are the free throws going to need to be for the Normans in the end of this game?
Yeah, those free throws definitely needed on both sides. It's a 12-point difference, so our lead has been extended. Andrews,
Nice pump fake.
down the left side. It looks like it's going to be Culver ball. Doesn't look like Nick Andrews is too excited by that ball.
Big opportunity for the Centaurs to bring it back within single digits. Newman Jr., their leader, trying to muster some offense, gets inside.
He's gonna try to get that shot off, and it's gonna be
And there was contact there, although both Norman defenders did go straight up. And this is a chance for back-to-back possessions for Culver City to get 4 points at the line.
No, there definitely was contact, but I did not see a foul there. First shot is good. I'll be interested to see if they were able to bring this lead down to 10. Second shot is good. 10, Normans 53, Culver 43. 2 minutes and 50 seconds left.
Liberty gets it across before the 8-second backcourt. Great move by Liberty and a better pass from Lander to help set that play up. Great physical rebound by Lander. And so the lead is at 12 with 2:15 left. Lander is going to look to Liberty to inbound the ball. Although Ramirez is always an option as Balthazar checks in for Newman Jr. Great play by Friedman not to take that contested shot and pull back and maybe use up some of that clock. .10 on the shot clock. So 1 minute, 53 seconds remaining as the Centers are trying to come back from a 12-point deficit.
And you know, Jacob, it looks like a lot of fouls are being called this game. How do you feel about that?
Well, first of all, I think that Culver City is playing at a much higher tempo, so I think the Normans are still trying to adjust to that, and the refs are just seeing a lot of contact, even if there shouldn't be a foul called, and that is leading to fouls being called. And even though there have been many free throws made for Culver City, the Normans always come back on the other end and put it away and make a shot. And free throws are a perfect opportunity for Culver City to get some points as the clock is stopped and they're getting 3 points essentially.
The lead is brought down to 10 points. It's going to be out of bounds, Norman's ball. Friedman in the corner, shoots it, and it's good. Big shot for the Normans, 58-45.
And Jackson, I think that is the put-away shot for tonight's game. Friedman came to play all game. In the fourth quarter, he came up really clutch.
Right, those were very important shots. Friedman's open again in the corner. Will he do it again? And another one from Friedman. He is on fire.
The 5'7" senior is putting on a show in the fourth quarter as there is 70 seconds left and the Normans lead by 14.
Normans are getting a lot of buckets in transition here as Andrews gets another one.
And you know, Jackson, we've been talking about that press all game, and now we're really seeing it. The Normans know how to adjust to it. They've cracked it, and they're getting points every possession because of it.
You know, with the 16-point lead, I think it might as well be called here. The Normans are going to take the win tonight. They bounce back from that loss at Samo, and it's definitely going to help with their momentum.
And after tonight's result, Culver City will no longer be perfect in league play as they will fall to 4-1 and share the top of the standings with the Normans, tied at 4-1. This loss will take them to 9-12, and the Normans will go 17-3.
Exactly. And, you know, Culver, number 4, missed his first shot. Let's see if he's going to be able to put this one away. And he makes the second shot as number 12 checks in.
So 50 seconds remaining. Normans once again.
Friedman in the corner.
Friedman.
Oh, just a little bit short.
Hits the rim twice. 40 seconds remaining. Steal by Ramirez, and they pull it out. So there's a 4-second shot clock differential from the game clock.
Baseline drive from number 13.
Nice finish by Ramirez.
Less than 30 seconds here. Probably last possession of the game. Not much Culver can do at this point. It's going to be a jump ball.
So great second half and specifically fourth quarter performance by the Normans to really finish this game strong as they broke Culver's press, which was all they had going for them. And that was huge. The Normans should be able to dribble this one out.
Left. Point lead from the Normans. 16.7 seconds left. Both teams huddling up here. Not much can be done at this point.
So the boys will pick up the girls varsity as the girls varsity lost by 10, and the Normans here will win by double digits. And pretty much the Normans were in control the whole game. The closest deficit after the first quarter was 6. And Jackson, what does it say about this team to have stayed consistent all game long, even when they face adversity?
Right, you know, it shows that the Normans have a lot of heart. They work hard. They put a lot of effort into this game, and they've honestly played really well. They haven't gotten too tired, and their defense has been amazing. Honestly, I think it's the defense that really got them the win. What do you think, Jacob?
I think it was a great all-around performance. The defense really played great as Coach Jarvis puts on 4 guys that haven't played tonight, which is great to see everyone get in the mix. And with 10 seconds remaining, the Normans will win by a score of 65-48.
Three's just off.
Maybe.
5 seconds left. Norman's still playing tight defense.
So they're going to shoot the free throw. Don't quite know why.
Number 10 was just able to get that and one right before the buzzer. They are going to shoot the free throw, but it is game.
So we have 1 second remaining as Wiley will shoot one. And the final score will be your Beverly Hills High School Normans 65 to Culver City's 50.
And it's off, and the game is over, folks. Normans pull out the win tonight after the loss from Samo. Amazing game played by the Normans. The final score, 65 to 50. So overall, a great game by the Normans. As we saw, they started off the game strong and ended it strong. What did you think about the game, Jacob?
Well, I think first half, the Normans really, and actually both teams, really committed to staying in the paint. There were only a couple outside shots. Andrews really led the way first half, but then he got into some foul trouble, which took him right to the bench. But I think other players definitely showed up. Roy Friedman hitting down big threes in the fourth quarter really put this game away.
Right. They definitely didn't want Andrews to get taken out of the game. So that was good to sit him for a little bit. But a lot of fouls were called that game on both sides of the court. So it was a very interesting and very aggressive game from both teams.
I think it was just very high tempo. The paint is usually the most physical part of the court, which leads to more fouls, and really that was the main source of the game's points. But I think the press, it was played from start to finish. And in the beginning, both teams were very sloppy about it. But I think once we got to the second half, and especially the fourth quarter, the Normans figured it out, and Culver City didn't, and that's what led to a 17-15 point win.
Right. We didn't see a lot of outside shots until the fourth quarter. Lander was definitely very strong in the paint tonight. Both teams got a lot of points in transitions. It was a very fast-paced game, and both teams showed a lot of effort.
Definitely, and especially after the loss at Samo, moving forward, this was a great league win, as this was Culver City's first league loss. And moving forward, we at KBEF 6 will be filming the El Segundo home game and Samo, a very highly anticipated game. So for myself, I'm Jacob Suomi.
And I'm Jackson Harris. Thank you guys so much for tuning in tonight. I hope you guys all enjoyed it. And make sure to come back for more. Good night, everyone.
Oh, you're micing me? Okay. Yep. All right. How are you? Good. How are you? I'm well.
We are here with Mr. Ellis, athletic director of this Norman squad. How do you feel about tonight's win?
Normans came back after a tough loss last Friday night against Santa Monica. Played well, played with a lot of heart, a lot of passion, did a great job.
How do you feel going forward with this team, what the schedule looks like, how they're playing?
They're 4-1 at the hopefully going into the second round next on Tuesday, February 4th. Hope everybody comes out. There'll be a big one against Santa Monica for the league championship. So I think they're starting to play well together, and they've done a very good job.
So moving forward in general, Beverly sports, how does the season look for winter teams?
The winter teams are doing really good. The girls soccer team is in first place right now, tied for first. The boys soccer team is, I think they're like in third place, doing very well. The wrestling team just won their second consecutive league championship. Girls water polo is battling really well. Girls basketball is hanging in, battling for a playoff spot. So I'm real happy with the progress of our teams this winter.
And how does the progress look for spring sports in terms of future?
Spring sports are looking good. Baseball's got a real good shot for the playoffs. Softball made it to the playoffs last year. They have most of their team coming back, so we're excited about that. Our track program is on the up and coming. Coach Smith has done a very good job with them. We have a brand new boys lacrosse coach, JP Francis, who's doing a really good job, and Stephanie Bianco handling the girls lacrosse team. So we're good. And boys golf, he's got most of his team back, so I'm excited for the spring as it comes around.
For girls basketball, how do you think that team is going so far?
They're doing well. They've got enough wins to qualify for the playoffs. They go on in the second round. I think they were 2-3 in the first round, and hopefully they lost a tough one tonight at Culver City. They were winning most of the way and kind of took a little stumble there at the end, but they're battling, and they should be hopefully make a playoff spot as well.
Well, thank you for the interview.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it. You have a good night.
You too.
Thanks.